up?
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all. You know, they were talking about in a way that people can digest it, because, you know, y'all don't like the fact that, you know, the way we talk about Cat and the tone behind how we talk about Cat, it hurts a lot of people's feelings in the chat and in the fan base of the New York Knicks. We understand. But these two white boys was talking about it, and I was like, oh, that's real palatable. That's real palatable. You guys can digest how they're saying it now. It feels good the way they're describing it.
The turn for me, and it's been since day one, is trying to figure out how to maximize Cat, because you have this all-star talent offensively. From day one, it's been just a struggle to get him going.
Day one of this season, or
game one of this season? Game one of this season, you know, you're hearing stuff that it was right off the bat. He had problems with the system, with his role, and he's still trying to figure it out. And, you know, it's not all on the Knicks. I know they've made a bunch of tweaks already to, you know, try to get him going. I don't think it's a buy-in issue, but I do think that we're now half a season in. So I am getting pretty concerned. It doesn't feel like there's been much progress there. You know, there's progress from week to week sometimes, but it feels like we're always back to where we started.
Did your eyebrows raise at all when he didn't come back in the game against Portland?
Yeah, I think that if that continues to happen, that's going to be more of an issue. I think Mike Brown, though, is very cognizant. And this is what separates Mike Brown from Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau was his philosophy was always, oh, you don't like your role, or you're mad about your minutes. I don't give a shit. If we're winning, it's going to all fix it all. Like, all the problems will be fixed by us winning. So it doesn't matter. Like, you can have whatever problems you're having with whatever. It doesn't matter. Mike is more cognizant of that stuff. And he has people in his ear telling him, you know, hey, this guy is having a little bit of a problem with this. You should probably look into it or try to fix it. So I expect Mike Brown to address certain things and try to keep everybody happy.
Is that palatable? Can we digest it? That tastes better?
That was Jonathan Mack from Knicks Film School. I don't know the gentleman's name that was talking. I don't know if that's Stephon Bondi, matter of fact. First of all, he said what AllBall said.
Once again, AllBall TV, Knicks Rehab, we are always ahead of the curve. We is one. If Fabian says it, if Flea says it, we all say it. If I say it, we all say it.
The comments.
There's comment. We've been saying this, but y'all think we crazy. I can play crazy. I'll take that. I'll take that. They 100%. Yeah, I'll take that. And at times I am, but I know what I see. And for me, I don't know how long people are going to allow their eyes to lie to them. What I see now is another coach that has a problem with Karl-Anthony Towns in his play. Let's call it what it is. You cannot be now, I understand what Flea says, and this is going to start some BS today, which we always do. I understand what Flea says when he talks about little guys not, you know, being able to play defense and people being cool with that. We shouldn't be cool with that, right? But on the other hand, it should not happen that you're 7 foot and can't play no defense. Think about being a coach.
Damn.
Think about being in practice and you're looking at this guy going, I know for a fact we cannot protect the paint. I know for a fact he ain't going to get a big block. I know for a fact he ain't going to fight in there and get a big rebound. He going to let Paul George overpower him. So for me, I just think this is why guys like Jimmy Butler didn't like him. This is why guys like Jeff Teague, who said he didn't like him, but he spoke about the situations with Cat in a negative light. And this is why Cat, once again, another coach.
Why man cursed him out at the podium.
Right. And this is why another coach is having a problem with Cat. Now, of course, in the beginning of the season, we're going to say, okay, like Flea said, we have a new coach. You got to implement new things, a new system. Yeah, you got to get accustomed to it. But Cat has had ample opportunities this season to look good. That is not Mike Brown's fault while he's on the court and can't get it going. He's on the court. And then Mike Brown is even trying to please him and go, okay, I'm going to try to sub you out or sub Brunson out, have you on the floor by yourself so you could be the focus, put a point guard in there that passes the ball with Kolek. You can't listen, the problem is Karl-Anthony Towns. I said it on Knicks Rehab a while ago, or maybe a month ago. And when we compared him to the Detroit Pistons with Rasheed Wallace, I said he's going to have to change his game. He's going to have to become more efficient, and he's going to have to become more dominant. But for me, it's I just see a Karl-Anthony Towns problem, and I see a lot of Knicks platforms. Big shout to Knicks Film School. They not talking about Josh Hart. They not talking about Brunson. They're not talking about nobody else. They see the problem with the coaching staff is with Karl-Anthony Towns. And I told y'all my last point. I told y'all him being sat down in basically the whole fourth quarter, that is a big deal.
Apparently, it's a statement, Flea.
Yeah, I this would be a night. This would be a night to let us know where you at mentally, right? You'll start tonight, no question. You'll get touches tonight, no question. Who does Sacramento have to guard you tonight? I don't even care if Sabonis wasn't playing or if he was playing. Still, you would have nobody to guard you. So at some point, there's got to be a game this year. There's got to be a game that says, okay, he's awake. From start to finish. We know what that looks like, y'all, for Cat. We know exactly what that looks like. And in the first 40 games, granted, you go where the numbers are at, and the stats read. The stats read nice. They read very nice. But we've been watching and looking, and everything that dude said was accurate. It just doesn't feel like he's really, really comfortable in what we're doing right now. And it's starting to look like he's playing poorly. When you go look at the running numbers, he's producing, but I could look at him and tell he's not comfortable, or he's not getting the ball in the spots that he likes it, right? So he's trying to find his way within the offense. And it's like, it seems like you're the only one out of 15 guys that hasn't figured out where you fit in the offense, and you're extremely important to what we had. So I got to jump tonight, y'all. I'm sorry about that. You know, I love staying here with y'all, but just my last point. Tonight could be a statement, and it don't matter if it's the Kings. We're talking about for us as a team, where we look, how Cat looks. If Cat goes out there and gets 25 and 12, it's the way it looks, though, y'all. It don't have to be a 40 and 15 night. We would love that, but it don't have to be. It don't have to be that. It could strictly be a strong 25 and 12. And you're like, damn, Cat was engaged tonight. Cat knew that they couldn't do nothing with him tonight. Cat wanted to win. Cat wanted to be the reason why we won, right? He could take advantage of this moment. And so I'm just hoping that he does.
Just imagine you being a coach. Now, if you got a little guy that's bad on defense and down the stretch, you know, of course you'll have him out the game. But just imagine having a 7-footer that you can't have in the game, knowing you can get a big rebound, or you may need a defensive stop or things of that nature. Bro, it hits different when Brunson is bad on defense and he's 6 foot, and Cat is bad on defense and he's 7 foot. Bro, if you're a coach, that is a nightmare. And coaches with Cat, bro, go ahead, Fabian. I'm sorry. It's bad. And I don't understand how people are trying to continue to defend it.
Tom Thibodeau would bench players in the fourth quarter. He benched Bridges in the fourth quarters of last year. He used to bench R.J. Barrett. And now we see Mike Brown benching Karl-Anthony Towns. And you made a statement last episode, and I got to concede to it absolutely 100%. Mikal Bridges and R.J. Barrett are no Karl-Anthony Towns. Point blank, period. So for you to miss the last 9 minutes of a game, for us to have to look for another game plan to make you feel comfortable. Flea said it last episode as well. Sometimes the best point of view is the bench, right? And it's like, yeah, maybe. Not from a guy, forget about how much money he's making. It's like you said, a guy that from day one, when the season started, preseason, he said, I don't feel comfortable with the system. I don't know, I'm clueless. And you're still playing like you're clueless. Mike Brown's, there's no way the coaching staff, Mike Brown, bro, it's basketball. This is why I love y'all in the chat saying, yo, y'all just keep it real. There's no way Rick Brunson not sitting there going, yo, Jalen, I get it. Just play through it. He's coaching his son like, I see it. These are the things that the father's going to tell him because he can't let him give in to the frustration and wild out on Cat until it boils over. We will see if tonight is one of those games where we start fucking around and Jalen Brunson ain't got it or he got it going and then Cat messes up another defensive play, another defensive rotation, and McKill Bridges got to talk to you again. OG got to talk to you again. That's why we benched your ass last game. Trust me, that's coming. Trust me, that's coming. Jalen ain't even wild out on. He tried with the reffing thing. Yo, don't talk to the ref. Chill. We know what this is. He's being passive on purpose because Jalen Brunson, at the end of the day, doesn't want to be a bad guy. He's wearing the white hat. He's being the good guy. But at some point, the guy who was traded for Julius Randle, of that fever of pitch of chemistry that we were playing with in that season. Yeah, our heart, he had to go. He left. There was no way we could keep him. The offer was Randle and Mitchell Robinson initially. This is who they had in mind to come in here and do something big to take us to the championship. And before that, let's not forget, there were Joel Embiid rumors. So that means they have you on the same level as a Joel Embiid or whoever else that's an MVP candidate. How do you think they're looking at you? Oh, so you telling me you can't play alongside Jalen Brunson? Luka Doncic did it. He's a ball hog. Julius Randle did it. He's a ball hog. What's the problem here? The only person in this equation, Luka has a bad rep too. I don't think his teammates fully like they don't play defense. Randle had a bit of a nut case, but those were head cases. They played their game. Nobody ever questioned their game, their style of play. Like, oh, that's who he is. Like, Karl-Anthony Towns' game has been in question since Minnesota. Like, even with Jimmy Butler saying that, all right, he's saying you soft, but you're soft at doing what you're supposed to be doing. Bro, tonight could be the night. It's the Kings, AllBall. If we don't kill them, if Cat doesn't come out and kill them, Brunson, these guys is gonna be an afterclap. You're gonna have to come out and do something because now it's not just us. It's not crazy fans saying this. Those are reporters. Those are the media. That means, in my opinion, those media members, they always get like permission from the Knicks. That's why they play like. That's why they really can't be real because they want to be next to the Knicks organization, the players, and they want to have be chum with them. Somebody's telling them something, bro. He said from day one, and he said last game was a statement. Mike Brown knows exactly what he's doing. He's talking to that coaching staff. Remember, he got an extensive coaching staff. They spoke to him. It ain't just them. It's the players too. James Dope does not know what the fuck is going on right now. For him to say this, we got the team to win the champion. No, listen, you better go ahead, put your ear to the street, dog. Some news to tell you.
Well, you got to remember, Mike Brown has this, I still see Rick Brunson on the coaching staff. I still see Mo Cheeks there. I still see some of the same guys that was there. So you got to remember, they're giving intel. Mike Brown is going, hey, well, how was everything last season? So they know what's going on, right? But just think about the Knicks not having a great center since Patrick Ewing. And then you bring in a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns, who's considered, quote unquote, the greatest three-point shooting big man ever. Think about bringing over a guy to replace Patrick Ewing. And I'm not saying to replace the passion and the love that Patrick Ewing had, but just, okay, we have a great center now, right? You bring over a guy that's supposed to get you over the hump. That, okay, this is the guy. This is what we've been missing. Okay, we got rid of Randle. We got rid of everybody. Brunson is the guy. We brought him his sidekick. Legit. We title contenders. And since day one this season, Cat hasn't looked happy. He hasn't looked comfortable. Even before the season started, when they asked him about Mike Brown in the new system, and when Cat responded, his body language was terrible. Terrible. Right? It didn't seem like when he answered, he wanted to get to know the new system. It was just like, damn. So for me, I just don't understand how people can say, you know, Cat is being scapegoated or just all this nonsense. We are watching it in real time with our eyes. Cat is not having a good season. He's just not. And to be 7 foot, not be able to stay on the floor, not be able to be on the floor in pivotal moments down the stretch on the defensive end to get a big defensive or offensive rebound, to defend the paint and get a block. You can't even have him on the floor as a 7-footer. That is a coach's nightmare. So for me, I don't know how we can keep ignoring this. Cat is not happy. I've been saying it. Now that y'all seeing reports, now y'all seeing people come out and they're saying it and seeing it. I've seen it before everybody. Him and Brunson don't like him. I'm not saying personally off the court because he's probably a great guy. We're talking solely 94 feet in that box. I have a big man that doesn't get on the block, don't want to get on the block. He's always up here with me. Oh, and by the way, he can't defend the paint and he can't get a big rebound. Yeah, he averaged 11, 12 rebounds, but where's the great, big, important rebound? He's supposed to average that. He's 7 foot. Every night, he's one or two of the tallest players on the court. Why wouldn't he average 10, 11, 12 rebounds? Stop giving props for something that you should do. I hate when niggas be like, yo, I give him props for being a father. He's supposed to be. That's his kid.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.